everybody, Marcy here. I hope you're having a fabulous day, and today I'm going to share with you again more about my trip. And with this video, it's all about where did I stay? Where exactly did you stay? Okay, so I stayed at the Kenran resort in Bali, and that was in the Ubud area, and it's considered a 5-star hotel. I really did enjoy it. I thought the rooms were big. I really enjoyed the customer service at the front desk and the people that were able to help you take stuff to your room. So overall, I think the people were nice. The people in the dining area, at least the day we went for dinner time, was not particularly that accommodating when it comes down to the language barrier and just their willingness to help, to be honest. But again, all about the Kenran resort. But really quick, don't forget the rest of the videos in this video series. I'm posting a lot. I've already posted a few. I have a lot more to film. So the Kenran resort, now I can finally tell you about my yoga situation. I solely picked a place to stay, particularly a resort, because they have a lot of the yoga and the gym amenities that come with what you're paying the room price for. And for my particular day or stay there, that was one of my first questions at the front desk is, hey, how do I sign up for yoga? As I was leading up to the trip, I was told that I need to talk to the front desk, let them know that I'm interested, which I did. And like I mentioned, they were very nice. However, they said, we'll let you know, but you have to have at least 2 people to do the yoga. And I get it, just because of, staffing. I would assume you have to have enough people, but for me, that was just the one of the biggest letdowns of my trip, because I wanted to do yoga in Bali. They have a very pretty pavilion where you can do yoga. It's kind of like what's advertised. And then when I get there, it's not an option for me because nobody else wanted to do yoga except me. And I feel like if I was willing to pay for it, you would think that the hotel would be a little bit more accommodating to be like, all right, one-on-one or whatever, but they wouldn't. And so that was definitely the upset of staying at the Kenran resort. But outside of that, everything was really nice. The breakfast was good. They do a traditional Balinese breakfast / probably Americanized, I'm not quite sure. But I got breakfast with the room, and I thought that that was very good. It kept us full until lunch, and it was very tasty. And so because we left so early several mornings, we actually had the first day eat in the car, and the second day we were able to sit down, but we couldn't sit down very long. And so breakfast usually starts around 7 o'clock. But we had to leave and be out of there around 7:30. It either starts at 7 or 7:30. Can't remember right now. But the first day, again, that particular gentleman, little guy, was super nice. He packaged up our breakfast and we left to go. However, the night before when I called to get the food, it was kind of like he was limiting me the options of what I could pick for breakfast, because they have a pretty nice looking area for breakfast, but in terms of food, but they wouldn't let you order it. So that was a little bit of a bummer. So outside of that, breakfast was good. The rooms were nice, no issues. The jungle, not much for you to go out, depending on what room you stay in. We stayed in the suite to go out and do a lot in the back area. You can sit down if you choose to, but it was very humid, so we couldn't dry bathing suits like we thought we could. But it was really pretty just to kind of be out there. And it did have the big sink tub bathtub, which is what I wanted. So that was kind of a perk. They provide you with the Epsom salt in all of those type of amenities. So overall, again, that was awesome. I also wanted a place that could do a flower bath. I got that at a spa that I went to, but I didn't get it like the ones you see on social media. I didn't get that at the resort, but that's totally fine. So outside of that, the kind of the activity of the resort, you can tell that it used to possibly be owned by someone else, which it was. We looked it up, and now, now that the Kenran is in there, it looks like they're kind of up and coming. So I did get a good rate on my particular room when I booked. The rates do fluctuate, so make sure that you check that out. I booked on Agoda, and I thought, again, the price I got was outstanding for the value of what we got. But there were a lot of like dead places in the resort where there was nobody. And so even when we went, there was barely anybody there. And that's could have been the time that I went. I'm not quite sure, because I know the week after, like days after we left, they had a big wedding, and I think they probably sold out the whole resort. So The pool is very, very pretty. It's the same kind of layered pool that you see on some of these pool clubs. So that's one reason why I picked it. So that's awesome. And the hot tub was not hot. So at least compared to what I do in the States, it was just lukewarm. So that was a little blah. I want it to be a little bit warmer, but it is what it is. So overall, they do drive you to your room on the little golf cart. The night we came in, I think about 5 of us were there at the same time. So we had to wait probably 30-40 minutes to just get to our room because it was raining and dark. We couldn't see anything. So that was a little bit of a bummer. Like, we're tired as crap after 27-hour flight, waiting in the lobby. They only have one guy working to take us to our rooms. So that was probably some feedback that if they changed that, had more people working instead of that one poor guy, that would be awesome. And again, he was super friendly. So that's that. The last thing I have to share about the resort is actually getting to the resort. So the more in and out we went throughout the time we were there for 3 days, we eventually got used to the roads. But the roads around there are not only very narrow, but it's also very bumpy. So it's not a type of resort where you pull in and the pavement is very smooth and it's nice. It's just not like that. And so that was like a big takeaway. And I had read that on a review before I booked. And now I definitely believe it. So glad we had a driver. If we did not have a driver, it would have been very scary. Because again, there's hills, there's gravel, it's dark, there's not a lot of lighting to get to the resort. So I hope future state that they do try to improve that. Again, luckily enough for the driver, he knew exactly what he was doing. And then again, there's just a lot of construction going on. So there were lots of trucks, and then they didn't really want to let our cars through. So it was a lot of congestion kind of on that small road getting to the resort. So that's just another observation that we saw also. So that's the Kenran Resort. That's where we stayed. I still would recommend it. I think the more people go now that, COVID's not as shut down and more people are traveling, I hope that they get more people. They have a great opportunity for a pool bar at the bottom, again with the layered pools, but nobody was down there. The bar was dead. So definitely kind of a dead spot. The advantage, we were busy. I know I got a pretty decent price, but as I mentioned in my other video, you kind of want to book based on your activities for the day. And since it wasn't kind of that party / high energy hotel at the time we went, it was okay because we literally kind of slept and, ate breakfast and left. And the beds were very comfortable. So that would probably be my biggest feedback. That, and the water was very hot and the water pressure was good. And that is not always the same at all hotels. And the internet. I heard internet, depending on where you stay in Bali, depending on where you go, cannot be good. The internet was also very, very good. And they did give us a happy anniversary cake that they put in the refrigerator when we got there. I didn't eat it because I didn't know how long that it was there, and it didn't look super fresh, but the gesture was very nice. I wish that they could have, maybe like walked to the room and gave it to us or something like that. So hopefully that helps. If you're interested in staying at the Kenran resort, this is definitely not a sponsored video. This is just part of my Bali vlog because I wanted to share with you where I went in case you want to go and check it out. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next vlog video. Bye. Yeah.